What do you want from a golf lesson? I know the answer. You want two things, don't you? You want to hit the driver, the big dog, longer, and you want to hit your irons straighter. That's it. That's all. Longer drives, straighter irons from your golf swing. And in this episode, we are going to learn both. I guarantee it. Who's the best driver of the golf ball in the entire world? No question. Rory McIlroy. Who's the best iron player in all the world? No question. Scottie Scheffler. So we're going to examine both of their swings. You're going to learn something valuable from Rory and from Scottie. In the history of golf, especially the long history of professional golf, there's always been a top two. There was Hogan and Snead. There was Arnie and Jack. And there was Tiger and Tiger. I guess Tiger was all by himself. But today, there's Rory versus Scottie. Let's start with Scottie first. We mentioned Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus really loves Scottie Scheffler's swing. What did Nicklaus say about Scheffler after he won the Memorial in 2025? He said, well, he reminds me of myself. That is, Scheffler knew he could win. He really wasn't that concerned about the other golfers. Wow, Nicklaus really never was that concerned. He knew that if he played his game, he was going to win, unless somebody really went outrageously low. Scottie's swing resembles Nicklaus's in some strange part. One is this right flying elbow, where you remember Nicklaus took it up so high, he's swinging up instead of around. That's what Scottie Scheffler does. And as a consequence, this right used to criticize Nicklaus for that flying right elbow, as they say.
Well, you know, they talk about what a flying right elbow is. A flying right elbow, to me, is not. It's a balance of, and the club should always remain between your arms, pointing. And you see his club, if you point back, it's pointed between the V of his arms. Mine's pointed between the V of my arms. You see these guys that hold their arm in. To me, you're off balance when you're like this, and you actually get off balance going the other way. So I always thought that was the proper balance position. Never looked at it as a flying elbow. I think they called it a flying elbow because I got my hands so high, and Scottie gets his hands high. His swing is as good as it gets.
Right.
He swings on a great plane, and he's got such a good mind too. He takes his time. He thinks about it. He doesn't get rattled. And I really love the way he plays.
Scottie doesn't have that elbow as high as Nicklaus, but he does have it. It enables him to get this wide takeaway. It's great for width to your swing, but it's not pretty. It just flat out works. He is the best ball striker on tour, gets the best results from his swing. With the driver, he's long enough, and when he misses the fairway, he misses it by this much. He doesn't go into the woods or into the pond or anything. And his iron shots, well, they're the best on tour. His approach shots are marvelous. What is there about Scottie Scheffler's kind of peculiar swing that works so well? What is unique to him, as you know, is the foot slide. As he's hitting the ball, as he starts down, his right foot begins to slide like this. I mean, it goes a solid foot slide, and he was a pretty good golfer, wasn't he? It's all about getting into the position that Scottie Scheffler wants to get into. Other thing that is kind of unattractive or not classic, Scottie Scheffler does not have a swing like Adam Scott. I do too, a lot do. Tom Watson did. Bent left arm at the top instead of that wonderful straight arm that Hogan and so many others, Rory does. So he had that bent left arm at the top, but what it did, it enabled him to get from here at the top all the way back to here, which is what Scheffler wants, that big, wide swing. Also, his swing is up and down. It's not rotating like this. Up and down, Who does that remind you of? Bubba Watson. So we talk about Greg Norman, a major champion, Tom Watson, a multiple major champion, Bubba Watson, winner of the Masters and so many other tournaments. So he does have some peculiarities to his swing, but man, do they work for him. Scheffler has all these unique parts to his swing. Why does he focus on that upright swing? Well, one, he's 6'3". But what he wants to do with all these parts that we've talked about, that huge lateral hip shift that goes from here all the way to here, it moves. Everything is so that he comes into the ball square or even slightly open, and he can keep that on line so his ball will move, will go straight and then slightly left to right. Straight and slightly left to right. He is never going to get into trouble. He's like a combination of the best of Jack Nicklaus and the best of Lee Trevino. Man, as Trevino said, you can talk to a fade. A hook won't listen. A hook just goes wherever it wants to go, gets you in all kinds of trouble. Scottie Scheffler hardly ever is in trouble because he's in total control of his unique golf swing. Like Lee Trevino, like Nicklaus himself, Scottie's swing is special unto himself. But Rory McIlroy, that we're going to look at to learn how to hit this driver long, Rory McIlroy's swing, well, it's perfect. It's classic. It is the best power swing of all time, no question. What does Rory have that is so special unto him? I call it the 3 H's. The first H, of course, you know what it is. It's his head. Boy, does his head stay steady in all his swings. There's another H that you can emulate. The heel, the left heel. McIlroy, most of us when we swing, we lift the left heel. We get back here, it enables us to get a better turn. Lift the left heel. McIlroy keeps that heel down so that massive shoulder turn just begins to create so much tension so that when he lets go with his hips, man, that club head speed is incredible. Heel down. Will it help you? Maybe, if you're flexible. If you can keep that heel down, build more tension between your shoulders and your hips. As we get older, more difficult. We like to lift that heel. H for head, H for that left heel, and then H, which is really important, for the hips. The hips. What do you say about Roy's hips that hasn't been said before? Well, it's all about the X. Rory McIlroy makes the greatest X with his hips and shoulders you've ever seen. It's done like this. If your hips are open like this at impact, so this is where your hips are, and your shoulder is back like this, these form an X. He has the greatest X, the greatest separation between the hips and the shoulders. It's like you're just keeping this right shoulder back and somehow just making it stay back there as far as you can while the hips rotate as fast as they can, and boom! There is incredible power and accuracy. Rory McIlroy, H, 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 and X, the best. Let's just take a pause, time out, a moment, and do nothing but watch Rory McIlroy's perfectly powerful swing and see if you can learn something. Did you learn from Scottie? Did you learn from Rory? Take these two truths with you. Both of them are similar in that two principles are in their golf swing. One is the width of the backswing. Both of them have a very long backswing. Rory does it with a huge shoulder turn. Scottie kind of lifts and then breaks his arm, but he gets it up here. So a wide, full backswing. But the other thing, both of them, the hips. This means the lower body is in the swing. Scottie has a lateral move with his hips, like this, but he stays over the ball and hits it. So the swing is like this. Rory rotates his hips very fast, so it's this kind of move. Either way, whichever one works for you, use your lower body, and it starts with that quick hip movement. Straighter iron shots, more powerful drives. I know that these truths are going to help your game. Get with it, and your golf game is going to be absolutely amazing.